Good morning. We are here to present our independent applied research assignment. And for this assignment, we have chosen CS23, a fast fashion case study. So, moving on to the next slide. So, I like to uh, announce my group members. Me, Sayyid Zaid Imam, and I'm the group representative. And with me, there is Faiza Bibi. Now quickly move on to the introduction. And so our introduction, our case study was fast fashion industry. So over the past decade, there has been a definite change how we consume fashion. Uh, Nowadays, people no longer wear clothing item for air as fast fashion. Uh, this change is a crucial question. And the question is, are the consumer motivated by nothing by low price or the fact that there is fresh stock to fancy design, some of which are copied from the fashion shows. So the fast fashion case was chosen to explore the obvious adverse effect that the fast fashion has on the environment and people and world at large as emission of carbon, water pollution, and unfair treatment of employees in developing countries. So that's why we have chosen this topic, and the purpose of the study is to propose strategies for such problem and support uh, for such problem and support the sustainable and ethical fashion sector. Now our next slide is of research scope and target audience. This research addresses both the environment and social challenges posed by fast fashion, including carbon emissions and the exploitation of workers. We are mainly focused of external factors in our case study, and the idea can be usefully applied in development of a proper rule as to how pollution and other destructive impact on the environment. Now we have context and background. This paper is centered on the fact that the fast fashion companies have on the environment and the public. However, this evaluation will be a good background to understand the existing problem within the fashion industry. Consumer bought clothes that were expected to be used repeatedly for years, but the urgency of the problem discussed in the research cannot be overstated, given that the damaging environmental effect of fast fashion product and the dire working conditions that supplier in the developing countries endure. In our next slide, we will tell you about identification of key issues. And key issues are environmental impact, social consequences, and impact of organization. So the main impact is environmental impact, which is industry was producing about 10% of CO2 emission and heavily used water comparable to agriculture. In social consequences, the industry provide hazardous work condition and low pay. And coming to impact on organization, is the issue affect company reputation and customer trust. Apart from key issues, there are another potential issues as well, which are environmental stresses, economic effect, and resource exploitation of economic shocks. Environmental stresses are environment relies on raw material like cotton, which requires large amount of water and pesticides. And there is also an economic effect because use of polyester fiber contribute to microplastic pollution in water bodies, including oceans. For this case study, we mainly use secondary research data set, which was obtained from academic journal, industry report, and other recognized websites, which offer an overview and substantial of the impact of the fast fashion on the environment and society. In this slide, we will talk about data collection and sources. The method of data collection for the research involves the use of book reviews and journal articles. And scholarly sources presented peer-reviewed article on the effect of fast fashion and society, including detailed research article and case studies.
My name is Faiza PP. Now I will continue the next slide's data analysis method. There are two types of data analysis methods, secondary data and primary data. Now I have discussed the secondary data used in the research and data analysis encrypted various analytic tools and methods. The quality approach come into the play and among methods for different informations like journals, reports, as well as reliable websites was contact analysis. Problem tool framework using strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. The strength is quick response to threats, affordable pricing, strong brand recognition. Weakness, poor labor practices, environmental impact, and non-renewable resources. Opportunities, growing demand for suitable fashion, and increase ethically awareness. Threats, regulatory change, competitive for sustainable brands, rising new material costs. The next slide is management framework. There is a different strategies application in fast fashion, market penetration in the strategy, increasing market share in existing market, and application in the fast fashion, launch new marketing campaigns and offer more promotions in current markets. Product development in the strategy, develop new product for existing marketing, introduce traceable fashion lines for eco-nation consumers, market development, enter new marketing with existing products, expand the new geographical areas and target a new demographical segments, diversification in the strategy, enter new market with new products, explores and ventures and like economical fronts and teach intricate fashion. Detailed analysis, there are three impact: environmental impact, labor exploitations, and consumer behavior. I have shown the two paragraph. Figure 1, global carbon emission contribution is a pink one color show the fast fashion and the blue one is the other industries. The second figure, figure 2 is a global water usage contribution. Fast fashion show the percentage is 8.5% and the other industry shows the 91.5%. And the next slide is the integration of findings. The facts are other expanded to other areas of operations of fashion between business in the fact fashion industry. The example of this failure to pay attention to the coordination and safety of the workers is the Rana Plaza factories in Bangladesh, which is collapsed in 2013 and 1,135 workers lost their lives. In the recommendations, a view of challenges relating to the fast fashion industry, following practical suggestions are brought forward. In the short term, companies need to continue optimize and the supply chain with regards to transparencies in the respect only sustainable technology and the principles of the circular economical should be used in the long term strategy of a business. This is a process of making functionally clothes and use fabrics and using materials such as organic cotton and fibers replaned from waste. It is necessary to define target markets and stay able in cropter such the assessment of organizational performance. Area of further research is required to address remaining questions in the context of fast fashion industry. A large area is the establishment and growth environmental sound material solutions and focus on the ability to implement solutions and ever a large size base. Through organic carbon and recycled fabrics are available on the market, information about their efficiency and the cost friendliness to be developed to establish them and a pure replacement for traditional fabrics. And other areas that scholars to look into the extent and which regulators have helped to enhance stability within the fiber optical. That is why the continues of the works and these issue by using comparison research will be important of changing the fashion industries and for the better. In the last, we will include the research. Based on the research on the fast fashion industry, several observations have made. Firstly, the fast fashion considered highly determined to the environment because it consumes at least 10% of the world's carbon income and populates water resources. Secondly, the industry uses labor, especially the developing nations, and threats the various forms of the human right abuse with the low wages and working conditions, further consumer behaviors with the reimparts due to the low prices and speed trends. Based on the finding, the industry needs to embrace more sustainable and ethical business practices. The country between conclusion recommendations also guarantees to the solutions are well grounded in the analysis, presenting the desired course for establishing both disabled and ethical fashion industries. These are the references of our research. The presentation is and thank you.